Hello and welcome to Elevating Your Life. I am Paula Vail, your host, and I am so happy to share with you just an amazing young lady who has written an amazing book. We have with us Hallowell. She is dedicated to the revival of practical magic through leveraging water as the liquid crystalline supercomputer that it is. Her love of science and spirituality add cohesion and physicality to an otherwise nebulous and hypothetical subject matter. We will be discussing her book called Memory An Alchemist's Guide to Waterbending. Amazing book, amazing book. This is her fourth published book, and she has many more being written. Oh, welcome, Holly. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much, Paula, for having me on the show. Delighted to be in your company. And we're going to have some fun as we talk waterbending.
Energy, sister. Yes. Well, let's begin. Would you like to share a little more of your background and kind of what triggered you to write this particular book?
Sure. Well, I was sitting in my kitchen about a year and a half ago making dinner, and I've already written books and I've been channeling the assisting frequencies known as the Anahata codes for 7 years, almost 8 years. And it was just an ordinary evening, and I'm making dinner, and I was really in the present moment. I wasn't really thinking about anything, or, it was just, I was being, and suddenly I turn from the sink to the island and I get this flashback memory. And it's weird, if you've had a memory of a past life before, you don't have to figure out what's going on. You're literally, you remember it. It's like, oh, it's like looking at a photo of something that you did, and you can instantly remember so much complexity about that memory in an instant, right? The things you did, what you were doing, who you were with. And so in an instant, I realized, oh my gosh, I was a waterbender in Lemuria. I was a Muin 17,000 years ago. And I was witnessing this memory as if it was there again. And I was placing a pomegranate seed under my tongue. Well, I knew exactly what I was doing. And I was scanning my bio water in my body. Now, mind you, when you have this type of information, you're going, what? How is this true? What is this? What do I do with this? And I'm sitting there going, oh my gosh, yes. And you take the pomegranate seed after scanning your body and you place it in water, and it basically tells the water what to hold. Water is a fractal. So the hydrogen and oxygen bonds, they can recalibrate instantaneously into some really sacred geometry. And once that's all flowing, boy, do things open up. And I actually was telling the water what I needed it to pull through the wormholes. I know this sounds all crazy, but water at the center of every molecule of water is connected to the ether. And so this is the 8th dimension Akasha. You can literally pull through that wormhole any frequency, any information you need, and it will actually carry and hold in the water. And so it's sort of like a biofeedback resonance, right? You tell it through, there's 3 ways. You record it in the water holds that need, it pulls it through, delivers it, and then you drink this elixir. And so this memory was profound. I knew exactly what was happening. I also recalled walking on water. We were able to activate these light toruses around our body where we became more wave than particle. And this also sounds really like, yeah, right. However, we do go in and out of existence 7 times per second. That's just what we do. We're oscillating energy and information. And so, we could hold that lightness to where we could work with the surface tension of water, and it could support us as we walked. So we were literally walking on water. We were just enjoying, infusing water with things. And then the last thing I remembered about the lifetime, well, I remember other things, but the primary thing that I remembered in that instant was we would be able to go to plants. So anything that was photosynthetic, anything that converted sunlight into energy, and we could actually tap into, like we were sipping on a straw, the essence of that energy to sustain us. And it was a very symbiotic type of, we were giving it loving energy and it was giving us the nutrients we needed. And we didn't have to eat a lot of food. And so it was just a wild, wild trip back down memory lane. And the more I looked into, well, you know, my logical mind always goes, okay, but how and what? And I was magnetizing all sorts of research about how wild and weird water is. And essentially I wrote the book in 5 weeks, and it hit bestseller on Amazon in the homeopathic category. I've just been delighted by it's, you know, people just want this information now because, you know, who would have thought that we could use water to heal our mind, body, and soul, you know, and it's so readily available in most areas. I mean, yes, there's people who are suffering without water, which, by the way, when this goes global, I want to help support that regeneration of, you know, fairness in terms of this resource, which is us. We are water. We are 99% water molecularly. And so if you know of any good organizations that really do allow for transformation to get people the water that's their birthright, let me know. I'll be supporting them. But anyway, yeah, I'm just very excited to help people remember that we are alchemists and that we can pull through the ether using water as the wormhole, anything we desire, and we can actually begin to resonate on the level that we desire to then receive in response to it. It's the law of attraction in action. You know, resonation precedes that attraction. And if you can get all of you on board with all of you, things start shifting in amazing ways. And most of us are ignoring our water.
Yes. And we are, I have to say, with, you know, you mentioning not everyone has it. I've been on a mission trip to Africa, and I have assisted in helping fund schools and orphanage to dig a well. And what that means for them to have water, it's huge.
Exactly.
And, you know, your book points out so many great things of how water, we can do so much with it and how it does take the energy. Something in your book that I just loved was when you align with water, it's not about wishing, but an actuality. That's huge.
It is. Yes. So this is the premise of that, really is a lot of people who are students of the law of attraction, they get stuck in this catch-22 where you have to be it before you see it. And if you aren't seeing it, it's because you're not in resonance with it. You're not attuned to it. You're not allowing it, if you will. And so it's a catch-22 for a lot of people because they can't get their vibration into that state of resonance. But mostly it's not their fault. They could be 100% on board with where they want to go, what they want to do, and they're thinking, I'm a vibrational match, and it's still not here, so this must not work. They're ignoring the fact that as humans, we are 90% default. So 90% of what we're resonating, what we're asking for is based on the past. And this is a bundle of, you know, trauma, ancestral garbage, epigenetics. This is our experiences, societal experiences, the way we were brought up, all of this BS, I call it, belief structure that is actually speaking for you in terms of your magnetism. And so you can be 100% on board with where you want to go, but unless you get that 90% recoded, you aren't going to make much progress. You're just gonna, you know, you may make a little progress, but you probably get sucked back into cycles again. And it's this fractal pattern that we need to zoom out from who we are on a molecular level, tap into our superconscious self, decide what we desire, embody that through water. And as you said in the book, it talks about that. It's not a hoping or a wishing, it's a done deal because it is. And you've got that resonance. And then there you have it. It is what it is. And so it is.
And in the book, you lay out so many great instructions and examples. This is what you need to do. This is where and take this step and move here. It is excellent.
Thank you.
The sharing that you do in that.
Thank you. I would actually like, Paula, for everyone who is feeling, and you may recall in the beginning of my book, I said, if you have to read the book the first time as if it's fiction, just do that. And then if you want to try it, then you can see, well, how do I feel? And so I always love to just show people how real this is by getting a glass of water, maybe 4 ounces, doesn't have to be a lot. And I teach people in the book as the first step is to sanctify your water, because the water we are drinking is dead. It's got PTSD. It carries emotion. And boy, we have bombarded it with chemicals and treatments, and it's been through 90-degree turns and churned, and it's got full-blown PTSD. By the time it gets to us, it's not structured in the way that helps us. It is destructured and it is dead. And so to sanctify it, though, it's very, very easy. And this has been proven in multiple studies. One was in Hallowell, Germany, where they found that the average human emits 20 photons per second from their heart. But if you are in a place of gratitude, love, and 100,000 photons per second. And we also know that water responds to that. Masaru Emoto has done multiple, God bless him, he's gone now, but they're continuing on his research. And this works. So prayer works. And of course, the gratitude from your heart. So what I like to do is I like to take water, it's 4 ounces or so, and you stare into it and you just love on it. You just say, I love you. Thank you. Thank you. And really just help it remember what it does, because it's going to begin to turn from H2O into H3O2. Crazy stuff happens. There's Merkabah's spinning, vortex energy happening. And again, this is not just like, wouldn't it be nice if they've done studies, Gerald Pollack, he's shown that the 4th phase of water, suddenly there's 2 triangles, like it's H3O2, and then that connects with the next one, and it's this chain reaction response across all of the water in that vessel. And so when you can structure that, the taste changes, it feels softer, wetter, and in a matter of seconds. So I would challenge anyone to take 4 ounces of clean water and taste it. And that's your sort of, set point. Let's see how it tastes now. And then do the love infusion, sanctify that water for maybe 60 seconds, and then drink it again. And you will notice an immediate change. And it's incredible. And then your journey begins. You go, okay, there's something to this. Let's, perhaps purchase the book at waterbendingrocks.com. And yeah, it's so much fun.
And something I don't know if you're familiar with Reiki. I've been a Reiki practitioner for about 14 years now. And early on, I researched it and read studies about you can Reiki your water and what it does. And then even Reiki the water and then give it to plants, what it did for my plants. But that's another fun example. I mean, the Reiki, that goes right with what you're sharing, with what you're sharing is putting in our own desires and feelings. And that just makes such a difference, doesn't it? It really is exciting, isn't it?
It is exciting. There's 3 main ways you can infuse into the water something that's going to support you after you structure it. And I'm a level 2 Reiki certified practitioner, but you don't have to be certified in anything to send love to water. And then the other thing you don't have to do is know anything about how it works. It's sort of like, but I love to teach people how it works scientifically, but you don't have to know that. It's sort of like when you take a vitamin, you don't have to know which, you're not saying, okay, now magnesium, go over here and make sure you don't give me too much. And your body just knows what it needs to find homeostasis. That's how we're built, praise God. So it's the same with the water. When you scan in your needs, the water just delivers exactly what you need, especially if you use a pomegranate. But what I found is a lot of people don't have pomegranates in their area or they're out of season. And so these are water bending rocks. These are clear quartz crystals, Lemurian, of course. And I have attuned them to do a specific job, and that is scan your bio water. And once you do that, you place it under your tongue and don't swallow it. You know, it's very small. Place it under your tongue. I call it dropping in. I teach you in the book how to scan using your bio needs, scan using your imagination, very powerful tool. You can actually loop around time if you envision your future as if it is so, as a memory. Your body's a match, because it's no longer like, I hope someday I can. You're like, I experienced that. And now it's coded into this crystal. And when you take that crystal out and you drop it in water, it's going to sing that song to every water molecule in that vessel, that vial. And I like to say, wait overnight, drink it, and then woo, you are going to be resonating your results. And then the last way is using the Anahata codes, book of codes. I always say there's a code for that. And you can, this is one of my books, you can literally find what you need down the cosmic aisle, I say, right from the ether, right from the 8th dimensional Akasha, and just scan it in. Literally just scan in the code and drop it in the water. So there's multiple approaches explained. The waterbending rocks are fantastic. My daughter, she's 11, she does it all the time. We give the blessed water to our pets, as you said, the plants. And boy, she is thriving. I am thriving. The side effect, I will say, is just joy. And I love that you wrote that book. What was the name of your book again for everyone?
Oh,
Why I'm So Happy.
Why am I so happy? Yes, that's my book. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Congratulations on. Tell us again what was the award that you just received? I'm like so excited for you.
Yes, it received the bronze medal in the self-help book category by the Global Book Association. And
yes,
out of thousands of books, I still can't believe it. I'm so
so great. It's so great. So you know that sense of joy, that effervescent, like joie de vivre, for no particular reason, but for every reason, where you really begin to savor every second. That's the side effect of drinking blessed water. You just feel good. And I think so many of us are feeling poorly due to our diets, lack of exercise, the stress around us. And when you can give your cells a little bit of break and a little bit of, actually a lot of support, it can actually alter your mood just through that. I mean, it's very, very powerful. So, you know, I encourage everyone, whether you buy the book or not, bless your water and drink the water as it is structured and communicating versus disconnected and incoherent.
Yeah, because it is possible, isn't it, Holly, that, I mean, we have our challenges, we have what we're going through, but we can change, we can make a difference that affects our lives. And your water bending and what you teach in the book was something as simple, but yet so powerful as water. Oh my gosh, it can be life-changing for us.
It can. And I'm so glad you brought up simplicity. That is something that has come to me as a gift. And I just found out it's my superpower through, if you've ever heard of Gene Keys, it's a fascinating book. But anyway, I just found out that my super gift is simplicity, and that the shadow of that is complexity. And ironically, I've been working for the last 2 years on simplicity, because the information I receive is very complex, but complexity doesn't equal value, it equals overwhelm. And you are the 3rd or 4th person that has interviewed me that has said, oh my gosh, it's such an easy read. And that was intentional, because if it's over your head, you just don't do it. And so I wanted to really zoom out and say bite-sized doses. Anyone can do this, any level of alchemy. And if you read it again, you're going to hear something different. And as you said, you were highlighting things. It speaks to you in different ways based on what you're ready for and what you need. And I just encourage people to come to my Facebook group too. We do water parties, we do 30-day water challenges, and we just We resonate our results. It's a fun time. It's a beautiful community of amazing souls that are here to support the globe as we remember all of this technology that's going to be coming out to evolve the planet. And it's so exciting. And the side effect is joy, purpose, passion, peace in the eye of the storm, you know, even when all this chaos is happening. So it's a beautiful thing.
Please share your website and any other information you want to share with the audience.
Oh, sure. So I am hosting a week-long Resonate Results Facebook group. If you go to Facebook in the groups section, search for Resonate Results. And also I'm there, Holly Hallowell. My assisting frequency group is Assisting Frequencies. And then the website you'll go to if you want an autographed copy of my book and a set of Waterbending rocks is www.waterbendingrocks.com. I have some other sites, but we'll just keep it simple. You can find me through there. And once you connect in, there are so many free resources. And then, of course, different levels of mastery and programs that I offer my students as well as we continue to become the alchemists we are and remember how to be the author of our lives.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that is just so beautiful. Well, before we say goodbye, for those out there that are just like, oh my gosh, I want to do this, I want to do this. What little thing would you like them to think about today about what this can do for them, what this connection and reading your book and connecting to this, how powerful it is? What would you say?
I want to just help people remember that whether you are a conscious alchemist or not, that's what we are as humans. Nothing can be created or destroyed. It can only be transmuted. And we have higher faculties. God has given us higher faculties, and we are co-creators. And so whether you're doing so consciously or unconsciously, you're doing it. And there's only 5 elements in the universe: earth, air, fire, water, ether, and varying, increments. And that's the stuff of the universe. And so why wouldn't you want to learn about how to leverage practical alchemy in ways that improve not only your life, but the lives of others? And so this is, self-mastery, and then you activate your potent purpose and passion. You start really transforming the world around you from the inside out. And then people are blessed by your presence, and we remember together. And then what's really cool is we are the neurons of Gaia. So we are the thought particles of the body of Mother Earth. And so we are all awakening. And as we come together as a tribe, we are firing and wiring new pathways, and evolution is inevitable. And I would just say, find your tribe, whether it's with me, whether it's with Paula, or anywhere in between. Go do that and build meaning in your life. You will be so rewarded through joy and peace. And that's what I would say.
Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you. And I have to say, what I'm so fascinated with water is we drink it every day. So we are putting that into our body, and we can use your tools and guidance and information to, do what we do with the water. And then it's what our body's made of. We are so much water. So really learning about water is just fascinating. It really is.
Thank you so much. It is. We forget. It's almost like, does a fish know that it's in water? It's everywhere. It can't, it doesn't know. It doesn't think about that. It's like we focus on the 0.01% that is like, let's say we're talking about DNA. We're like focused on the helix and all of this.
Yeah.
Well, what's holding that up? It's 99% water molecularly. Come on, guys. Let's remember this. And so, just zooming out and going, okay, 95% water, 75% water. And if you zoom in on the quantum level, we are 99% water, and we haven't been leveraging it. I think time to bring it back and take back our power. And I'm just really pleased about how we're going as we remember.
Oh, thank you so much for reminding us of that and sharing that. Oh my gosh, it just, oh, life-changing and fascinating and fun. Let's have fun with it.
Yes. Real quick, I would say, you know, it can be fast. I remember this time last year on Valentine's Day, I scanned in my soulmate as if he was with me. He was there. I was having so much fun remembering forward memories of us. And I didn't even know who he was yet. And I remember scanning and imagining, and my daughter was standing there. She goes, "What are you scanning?" I said, "My soulmate. And he's here and it's amazing." And she goes, "Awesome, Mom." She knew. And I took the crystal out, the waterbending rock, put it in water, waited overnight. I drank it, and within 24 hours, there he was. He showed up.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so it can be so fun.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
let's do it. Let's have fun with this. This
Yeah.
is amazing. and
Yeah.
great. Holly,
Oh,
thank
thank
you
you.
so much. This has been so fantastic. We may have to connect again later on just to share
For
more
sure.
of
Yeah.
your awesomeness.
Oh, thanks, Paula. I'm working on something really big right now. That's sort of the evolution of both Anahata codes and waterbending rocks. Woo, so let's come
Yes.
together again.
Yes.
Things keep
When
coming in.
you've got it
I'm
completed,
excited.
we will share. I can't wait. Oh,
All right, my dear.
thank you
so
Holly.
much, Paula. You're amazing.
You are so amazing. Love, hugs, and blessings. And to everyone out there, love, hugs, and blessings. Thank you for joining us today.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.